وعن أبي هريرة قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الله كتب على ابن آدم حظه من الزنا أدرك ذلك لا محالة فزنا العين النظر وزنا اللسان المنطق والنفس تمنى وتشتهي والفرج يصدق ذلك ويكذبه متفق عليه. وفي رواية لمسلم قال كتب على ابن آدم نصيبه من الزنا العينان زناهما النظر والأذنان زناهما الاستماع واللسان زناه الكلام واليد زناها البطش والرجل زناها الخطا والقلب يهوى ويتمنى ويصدق ذلك الفرج ويكذبه. This hadith Mubarakah is reported by Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He says that our beloved Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has written down the share of adultery of every child of Adam alayhi salam, mean every human being, which he will commit. Therefore, the adultery of the eye is the evil-sightedness, and the adultery of the tongue is to talk about shameless things and indecent things. The heart wishes and desires for it, and the private part proves it to be true or untrue. This part is mentioned in both Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih al-Muslim, but the other part which comes after that, that is in Sahih al-Muslim. That there is a share of adultery for the children of Adam alayhi salam, which he will definitely commit. The zina, the adultery of the eyes, is to see, and the adultery of the ears is to hear, and the adultery of the tongue is to talk, and the adultery of the hands is to hold or to touch, and the adultery of the legs or the feet is to walk. The heart desires and wishes, and the private part proves it to be true or to be false. This was the translation of this Hadith Mubarakah. Now in this Hadith Mubarakah, it is said that Ibn Adam, mean every human being. But certain people are excluded. For example, children who are born and they die, they don't commit any adultery, they don't commit any adultery with their eyes or with their ears or hands or feet. And special awliya Allah, they are protected, they are mahfuz. And the Anbiya alayhimus salam, they are protected from that. So when Hadith Mubarakah talks about Ibn Adam, means those who are besides the children, besides the special khas awliya Allah and the prophets alayhimus salam. And in this Hadith Mubarakah, we learn that when people do not control on their eyes and on their ears, on their tongues, so they talk filthy things. They talk things in which they get pleasure and enjoyment and lazzat, and they hear those things and they see those things. So that is actually the zina, the adultery of the eyes and of the ears and of the tongue. And of course the hands are used to touch and to hold. Legs are used to be at that place, at the wrong place, at the evil place where wrongs are happening. So we make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save us from all these evils. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala change our condition. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has the power to turn our condition towards His ita'at, towards His following. Because those who continue committing these sins, there is a fear that they might lose Iman at the time of death. So the good deeds, the deeds of sawab, good relationships, becoming murid of pious Pir or Murshid and a Wali of Allah, all these things do help person for the Iman to be saved at the time of death. So we make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect our Iman and we die with Iman, and ultimately we get into Jannat, into paradise, in the qurb and the nearness and the neighborhood of the beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ameen bijahi nabil ameen sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sallu ala al-habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Salatum wa salamun alayka ya sayyidi ya Rasulullah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habiballah.